Okay, so just start by just settling the body. So getting nice and comfortable, gently closing the eyes, and just starting with a few nice deep breaths. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice deep inhale. And then just sighing it out through the mouth. Just letting go, allowing the body to settle with each out breath. Fully inflating the lungs on the inhale, bringing in new, fresh energy, and then just sighing it all out. And now just allowing the breathing to return to normal. The body knows exactly how much breath it needs, so just allowing it to breathe for the body. And turning your attention now to the body on the support. Just ensuring that you're the most comfortable you can be just now. And if necessary, making any minor adjustments. Allowing the support to hold you. And giving your muscles permission to switch off. Feeling the contact between the body and the support. Noticing the sensation, the feeling of the points of contact between the body and the support. And then noticing any other sensations that you can feel through the skin. The air and any exposed skin. You may be able to feel the gentle movement of air around the nostrils as you breathe in and out. Just resting in awareness on the nostrils and the sensations of breathing through the nostrils. And now I'd like you to step into your imagination, and I'd like you to imagine the following scenario. Or if it is something that's happened to you recently, you may be able to recall an actual example of this. So I'd like you to imagine that you're driving, you're in your car, and you're approaching a line of traffic. The traffic is all slowing down and backing up. And so you brake gently, leaving sufficient space in front of you to be safe. And then right at the last minute, another car speeds past you and cuts right in front of you. It's a reckless move, and you can see it was done very intentionally. Just notice the reaction in your body. First of all, the physical reaction when you have to perhaps take measures to ensure it's safe that you stop. Notice how this feels in your body. And then notice what happens in your mind. Notice those initial thoughts. What do you think of this person that's done this reckless act? And just notice who's speaking here. Notice who's saying those words, where it's coming from. Notice the impact it has on the emotions, the way you feel about the situation. And notice how you receive them, how it feels to hear those words from yourself. What does that make you want to do? How does it make you feel when this part of you is speaking to you in this way? And notice physically how your body's responding to this aftermath of thought and feeling. Where do you feel it in your body? What emotions are present? What do you think of that other driver? What would you want to say to him or her? And just notice the words that come that you would want to tell. And as you imagine yourself saying these words out loud to this person, notice the impact that has on the body. How does it make you feel? What emotions become present? What other thoughts come to mind? Notice the language you're using. And then gently just let go of that whole scenario and just return your awareness to the breath around the nostrils. And I'd like you to imagine following the breath now into the heart space, into the chest area, that space behind the rib cage, right in the center of the chest. Imagine you're breathing into that space. And as you breathe into this space, I'd like you to think about, bring to mind something that you're grateful or thankful for, something that brings you joy. Bring it to mind now. Allow your body to respond. Notice how it feels in that heart space. And allow yourself to feel that feeling. breathing into the heart space. And now from this space, keeping that focus on the heart space, the feelings you have generated inside you. And now we're going to relive the scenario, the driving scenario. So once again, I'd like you to imagine that you are driving. The traffic is backing up ahead, and so you slow down. And just as you're about to come to stop, another car comes speeding up beside you and cuts in front of you. Only this time, we're going to stay focused on that heart space. And I'd like you to imagine that all you're going to do when this car does this is respond physically to keep yourself safe. Notice once again what's happening in the body, what that initial response while you get safe is. That split-second reaction. And now, before any thoughts or any other emotions come to mind, return your attention to breathing in that heart space. And all you need to do is take 2 or 3 nice deep breaths. And now notice what thoughts come to mind about this other driver. Notice how you feel about what he or she has done. Who is talking? What part of you is talking to you? Notice the words that are being used. And notice who's listening, who's hearing them, and how that part of you is reacting or responding. And if you could talk to that other driver, what would you say? And then just notice how the body feels as a result of this response to the whole scenario. Does it feel different to the original one? How do you feel in yourself? And then just zooming out and comparing the two scenarios, the two reactions, the two responses, and how you ended up feeling in both situations. When we find ourselves in a difficult circumstance and we're able to stand in the space between stimulus and response, it keeps us in our power. It keeps us calm. It keeps us upright. And that helps us develop true inner strength, which in mindfulness is called equanimity. And when we can find this equanimity, this even-minded mental state, it helps keep us strong and grounded, regardless of whether the situation is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And that helps us respond in the most helpful manner to ourselves and to others around us. It helps us find the calm in the storm. So now just bringing awareness back into the body, back to the feeling of the body in the chair, the feet in the floor, becoming aware of the sounds around you. And start to very gently move the fingers and the toes. And take a couple of nice deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes.